So, hello, hello. Welcome in once again. You're joining me a little bit sooner than I had anticipated. I was planning on doing a bunch of errands just to get more money, but I made my way to Lustrum to fulfill a prospect, and while I was here, I remembered that the Vagabond had a story hook, and something very interesting happened. So, he has a residence here, and it's not just any residence, it's a fucking mansion. So I asked him, how can you afford such a place? Ah, you should have seen it in its heyday. Warm, noisy, bustling with staff and guests. Our parties could be heard in New Winchester, isn't that right? Quite so, sir, says the tragic butler. I struck it lucky in the mountain, you see, says the vagabond. Found enough hours to make me rich, rich enough to buy all this, and more besides. But all the luxury in the world can't compare to the majesty of the open sky, though, right? So the reason I found this so interesting, I mean, I wanted you to see the story regardless, but do you remember when we were back at Tom's Well, and they told a story about Tom, who had discovered the Mother of Mountains and made it rich? I think this is Tom. I think Tom is the vagabond, and he's just traveling along with us, which is really cool. I don't know yet the importance of Tom's Well or like what exactly it is, but he's wrapped up in this. It reminds me of spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't read The Wheel of Time and wants to. Spoiler warning for a book series that started like 30 years ago. Um, but there's this character in the book called Jane Farstrider, who's like the in-universe equivalent of like Marco Polo. He's this explorer who's traveled all around the world and written books about his exploits and the places he's traveled. And everybody has read his books, right? So at some point, he the main characters meet up with him, but he's traveling under an assumed name. He's just, wants to be known as this simple traveler now. And throughout the course of the story, you finally learn that, he keeps saying things, a character will mention like, "Oh, I remember reading in one of Jane's books like such and such." And then this guy over here who's calling himself like Ned, he's like, I don't know, actually, like I think Jane would have thought this about this particular subject. And it's like, how do you know so much about what he would do in any particular situation? And eventually he's like, "Oh, I'm his cousin." But eventually you find out that they are like one and the same person. That reminds me a lot of this. Although I don't, yeah, the fact that we've picked up on this, I don't know how much of that is intentional. The fact that we like visited Tom's Well, and I'm connecting some dots here that I'm pretty sure can be connected. But okay, let's press on. Continue my conversation with him in his Lustrum mansion. So here, the butler's letter. He's been brandishing it for more than half an hour now. The sugar spun garden. Oh right, this hobo pie in the sky fantasy. Just give me the gist of it, will you? The letter was delivered by a skylark who called himself Quivers. In it, he claims to have discovered the location of the sugar spun garden. He was seeking your help. But that's a myth, a story to tell over campfires when the night is cold and hungry. He sounds uncertain for a moment. Young Quivers means well, but he must have been mistaken. Or was he? Um, let's explore the mansion before we spend the night. It's colossal, its walls built with bronzewood logs, its bathrooms gleaming with ivory. It's also obviously been years since it was properly maintained. Okay. Dilapidated luxury. Alright. You stay up into the night. Your conversation is meandering. The other Skylarks haven't seen Quivers in months, and he comes to my house babbling about a myth? What kind of king would I be if I didn't protect my subjects? Besides, I once believed in the sugar spun garden myself. I must admit, I'm curious. Okay. Did I already sell the stuff I needed to sell? Yes, apparently. Let's talk to him on board the ship. What's up, dude? What's your plan to track down Quivers? I've been making inquiries. He was in a traveling Skylark band named the Blunt Instruments. They weren't very good, but they robbed the bars they performed at, so they made enough to get by. That's fucking awesome. There's one other survivor, a concertina player who goes by the charming epithet of Ratbite, which is currently imprisoned in London. Okay. Break her out of prison in London. Okay. Can do. All right, now I've still got literature for Trader's Wood, and then I've got bronze wood for Port Avon, so that's nice. I'll go down here to Trader's Wood, drop off the literature, pick up some bronze wood, and then go to Port Avon, where I have another appointment too. And I think while I'm at it, I might as well finish exploring this. It looks like there might be another passage here. Be nice anyway. So you guys can continue watching as I do that. Say hello to Viv once again. Whoops. Oh yes, Viv, for anyone unfamiliar, is my cat. Her name is Vivian. She is of the most refined sort. Alright, we're gonna try to skirt by this terror once again. Horror, whatever you call it. What are you two doing there? No fraternizing. Get absolutely ass blasted. Canning equipment is more useful than anything else there. That's, again, like 40 bucks worth of goods. Could I do that again? Not always, no. Let's look for an uncanny specimen. Partial success. It's terrible success. I got 8 bucks for that. Alright. So yeah, I have done a little bit of stuff in the meantime though. You'll notice that my crew complement is full once again, and I've fulfilled a couple of, what are they called, prospects. Not gonna bother stopping at that thing. I think I need a say. Oh, I also got, did I show you this? I got another like cargo compartment plus 11 hold. Really, really good. So I'm not expecting there to be another port down here, I don't think. But I expect there will be something. Strip for repairs, very nice. Oh, that's not even bad. Plus 14 hull. Not bad at all. Alright, so we want to hug the right wall as much as possible just to see new stuff here. Get ass blasted. Oh, there are 2 of you. Raid the safe, explore cabin, recover its weaponry. That's probably gonna be worth more than anything I could get anyway. A reclaimed Marauder Mangonel. Okay. Please just stand there and don't do anything. That's awesome, dude. How many hits do you take? 4? 5, looks like. Good to know. Sure. Salon Stewed Gossip. I don't know if that was worth it. I have a ton of those. It's fine though. Is this somewhere I haven't been before? Not quite. Not yet. Heikkinen's Mirror. Good to know that the Finnish have some representation in the Reach. What is that? Come here, you. Oh, it's one of yous. You gonna ram me? Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Fuck you. Let's loot the hold, I guess. Distressingly odored barrel. I think this is a strange specimen. Fuel. Not bad at all. Alright, so that's dead end there. I want to at least be able to actually see the walls, though. Okay. Wreck of the Parzifal. What the fuck is this? It looks cool. It looks like a fucking gun with wings, doesn't it? Or am I look? Oh, I'm looking at it upside down. Is that the top? Doesn't it look like a gun with wings? That's creepy. Alright, approaching the Parzifal. The engine drifts unhappily through the sky. Its hull has been split by an eruption of corpse-white fungus from inside. The name Parzifal can be made out in brass letters on its side. The first engine through the avid horizon. London's pride. She was captained by Lieutenant Commander Percy Blythe, and her mission was to chart new horizons beyond Albion, but she never came back. Okay. Bolt cutters and pry bars are required to break the outer door. Its locking mechanism is antiquated and slickened with an oily substance. You wrench the door open and are immediately greeted with a cloud of yellowing spores. Your vision blurs just as your navigator torches them, igniting the air with burning fungus. A few gas lights flicker on the walls. The scratchy sounds of a gramophone can be heard. I think that I'm tripping balls now. I think that's what's happening. I've entered the wreck of the Parzifal. And when the siege is over, we to the town repair. The townsmen cry, "Hurrah, boys, here comes a grenadier." Okay. Enter the captain's cabin, investigate the armory, or breach the fungus. Start from the top. Plush seats surrounding its decaying paper map. Drinks. Spores, logbooks. None date from after 1897, so like 9 years ago. The engine's destination was to be Trader's Wood. The last entry regards a stop at Hybris, which they named Hy Brasil. Something was brought on board. Isn't Hybris where that other, like the verdant growth from our one officer is? So that tracks. On thee our hopes we fix. God save us all. Okay. I was in here to investigate the armory. The solid iron walls of the armory are stained and rotted with sporing bodies. As in like bodies? Or like bodies of spores? I don't know. Lockers hang open. Antiquated sky suits. Amongst the weaponry you uncover a trove of novels. Okay. Some talk of Alexander and some of Hercules, of Hector and Lysander, and such great names as these. But of all the world's great heroes, there's none that can compare with the tow row to the British Grenadiers. Cool. So these are the like songs and poems that they would be singing on board, I'm guessing. Let's try to breach the fungus. Hold on. Can I game this? Nope. I'm not at port. No gaming. 64%. Nice. You organize your hardiest stokers into a rota, slowly but steadily widening the gap between the pallid walls of quivering fungal flesh. Ew. The smell is direful. Wide path is cleared. We wish her neither wit nor wealth, nor yet a rope to hang herself. With the fa la 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 la. I'm making progress. Who's she? I mean, the most obvious is the queen, right? Interesting. The front of the engine is even more infected with sprouting mushrooms and sporing fungal growths. The engine room lies ahead, seemingly the source of the persistent movement. Before that, however, is a haze of spores rendering the corridor ahead entirely noxious. What do the crew cabins look like? The sounds of the gramophone are louder here. Battered metal. Oh, so the gramophone is real? I guess? I don't know, dude. Mementos of home are scattered about the fruiting debris. Slim volumes of Arnold and Blake, vials of honey, and engravings of simple domestic scenes can be found under every bunk. The crew were organizing a whip round for the commander's retirement present. They'd settled on a plot of land on Port Prosper. This is the same poem. Alright. Traverse the sporing carriage. Oh, we're getting lucky today, boys and girls. You go alone. Your crew disappears behind you, lost in a haze of orange and gold. You feel a peculiar sensation. Your hands tingle as though wishing to reach out to touch the fungus, as though for one more drink. You increase your speed. At last, you leap over a final hissing sack of fungal eggs and find yourself before the engine room door. Send her victorious, happy, and glorious. Long to reign over us. Yeah, they're talking about Victoria. Weird first line to that, though. Like, we wish her neither, what was it? Like wealth nor something. I guess because she doesn't need them. Enter the engine room. What are we going to find? Scored with bullet holes and held in place by tendrils of ropey white fungus. As you approach, you notice the damage done to the walls, riddled with bullets. Yeah, okay. An attack was mounted on the engine room. You can hear music loud and clear from inside. An eerie green light pours through the hinges like floodwater. You push open the door. I'm thinking somebody got infected by a mushroom, like this fungus, and there was a holdout, right? Like either the captain was the last one left alive, or maybe the captain was the one who was infected. Let's find out. The remnant of Percy Blythe. The engine room is cold as a sunless sky. Your breath hangs in long chains before you. The boiler's off. The infernal gramophone sits atop the boiler. The music is no better for being closer to it. Before you lies a dance macabre of fungus and corpses, hand in front. On the wall, suspended by fungus, is a body in a captain's uniform. Oh, I'm imagining like Captain Keyes from Halo. What happened here? The corpse bears bullet wounds. They're unmarred by fungus, decaying in peace. The corpses bear bullet wounds, all of them. Interesting. Amongst the rank insignia, you spot a first officer. Oh, did they... all died violent deaths. The boiler, a battered, antiquated wheezing contraption, stands silent and broken. It has suffered an explosion. Inside, you find fungus amidst the ashes, clumps and clusters of tendrils that sprout from the charcoal. When burnt, the spores would have infected the whole engine. So the spores got to the engine too, and it kind of seems like these guys killed themselves. Or maybe not. Still more majestic shalt thou rise, more dreadful from each foreign stroke, as the loud blast that tears the skies serves but to root thy native oak. Examine the captain's corpse. The corpse of the finest officer of his generation hangs from the wall, suspended by loops of pale fronds. His skin is sallow and strands of golden fungus crawl beneath it, his eyes open. Percy Blythe looks down on you. Blue fruiting mushrooms speckle his beard. Next to him, the gramophone crackles out dreary anthems of years past. Oh, I'm not imagining it, that's from the gramophone. His mouth opens too wide as he speaks. His jaw cracks. Ugh, I don't like it. Listen to him. Somehow he's alive, yeah, because of the fungus, obviously. It's like keeping him alive. He groans. His mouth opens impossibly wide. And a cloud of yellow spores emerge. I'm all that's left. I'm a child of the grave garden. The voice alters. I'm Lieutenant Commander Percy Blythe, Captain of the Parzifal. My task was to explore the wilderness and return home with new discoveries. I'm all that remains. I want to go home. Huh. What happened here? We met the children on Hybris. We sought to know each other. Wanted to go to the wood. Wanted to see what was kept from us. The gramophone clicks. Blah, 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 blah. We made contact on Hybris. The fungus is so bright, so beautiful. I brought it aboard. God forgive me. I wanted the crew to see, to know. There's like some part of his mind that's infected and some part of his mind that's still his own. We met the children on Hybris. We sought to know each other. This sounds like the fungus is talking. I thought the fungus was the children, though. Or maybe this is him kind of in a reverie. And then this is him, like, recalling himself more. Like, making more sense of what he said here. Sorry. Some came willing. Others refused to join us. We had to... Okay, so some, like, willingly... like, let the fungus take them over. And others didn't. What happened to him? Long, meandering, slurred story of children and gardens, of a cruel king who needed but did not love his subjects. Needed but did not love them, despite their love for him. Of knowledge denied and growth checked. Of tyranny and freedom, of grief and betrayal and longing. I was stupid. I thought we would be welcome here. And we were. We were welcomed. We were loved. The children, the verdants, they wanted us. Okay, so the children are the fungus. Okay, confirmed. I am not going near his noxious secretions, I don't believe. Sometimes he weeps for mother, other times for London, blah 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 blah. What do you want now? Home. On Hybris. Mother spored us there. Oh my gosh. She set out her children across the stars to learn. The Trader's Wood, we were forbidden from entering there, but now its king is dead. But this craft failed before we could arrive. And then, he says, I want to go to London. So that's the part of him that's still him. This is cool. I don't... Wait, okay. So there are different, like, factions, almost? So the children are native to Hybris, right? And this, whoever this mother is, maybe just, whether it's an entity or just, like, the last generation of fungus. But then the Trader's Wood is ruled over by some other type of... Is it another type of fungus, or is it, like, some other type of plant growth? But now the king is dead. I don't know. Okay. Can the Parzifal still fly? No. Sabotage, mutiny, ignorance, no fuel. The children too greedy, spread too fast. Like fire, the engine's broken. The crew all gone, I'm alone. Okay. Decide his fate. Please, take me home, or finish this. We just wanted to know what was kept from us in Trader's Wood. Why did our king not love his children? So there was some kind of estrangement, right? We're talking about a king, aka like a father, and a mother. There's history here. We're gonna definitely have to explore more of Trader's Wood to figure out more of the history. Burn it all down. Take him to Hybris. Return him to London. Take him to Trader's Wood. I'm taking him to Trader's Wood. I feel like that's the course we go for more information. So this isn't really Percy. There's a vestige of him, but I'm taking the fungus to Trader's Wood to fulfill its last mission. The remnant does not appear to register your response. I begin cutting the body down. Okay. Very cool. Very, very cool. here? I doubt it. Oh, never mind, there's a path. Where do the path go? What that thing do? Oh, god damn it. I need to re-equip my mining implement. Now that I'm back in the reach. I'm not sure how long I'll be here though, so it's fine. Yeah. This looks like it might connect. Let's see if it does. Looks like it does. Bees. Oh, I hit one. How are you, bees? Oh, I missed. There we go. Okay. That definitely does connect, and there's something over there. That's a pretty good chance of success. I failed, though. Don't worry. I lost the crew. Fuck. I'm always going to take that chance, though. 4 out of 5 times it'll pay off. Okay, partial success. Gained a little bit of money. I need a cannery for this, which I have. I got supplies out of it. Good fucking deal. The Regent's Tears. Ooh, there's a wonder down here. The 10,000 streams. Sounds cool. Do I need a... No, I don't. I mean... Awesome. Oh, what? I'm interacting with the Regent's Tears, apparently. It said that the lakes at the top of Regent's Tears... So, Regent, other name for, like, a king, right? The lakes have curative properties. This rumor goes largely unconfirmed. The ground by the lakes is too boggy to land a locomotive. Instead, you must land on a sharp, slippery ledge lower down the falls. The walk up will be punishing. Follow the guide to the top of the tiers. A hooded woman, half concealed in the spray, waits by the waterfall. You here for the Regent's Lakes? Oi, governor! What are my chances? It's okay. I don't know what I'm risking or gaining here, but, you know. I'll try it. The woman leaps from ledge to foothold. When you reach the top, you help each other over the edge. Only now can you see that she's crying. She has wept endlessly for years. Fucking cool. She gestures toward the water. Welcome. May the Regent's Lakes nourish you. Well, I don't think you can increase fortune. This is just a pure chance. So immerse myself in the hot lake. Okay. Damn. The water is hot as a freshly drawn bath. Okay, see, I like that. I risked something to get up here, so now that I'm up here, even failure gives me a positive reward. Okay, so I didn't really learn anything, but I didn't, there we go. I didn't lose anything either. There we go. There we go. I got some chorister nectar. Nice. Tell me this isn't a dead end and I'll be a happy boy. I don't think it is a dead end. Free chorister nectar. Gotta love it. Yeah, see, the reach is just where you go. Like, it's the starting area, and it's so easy to gather materials here. There are things like that that are just basically free. The enemies aren't too tough to defeat. The other areas are much less forgiving. So the Reach is where you can go to kind of stockpile materials, and then use those materials to explore other places. What's down here? Looks like nothing. Oh, what's up, dude? Oh my god. Hit. Oh my god. Stop dodging. Fuck. Something else there too. Oops. Did you like forget how to shoot, my guy? You forgot how to shoot. I'm not complaining, mind you. What is that? The Howl of the Candle Wind? I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. It's also very hard to labor against, and it's causing me to use more resources. I don't think it's... Is it worth going back for that? Nah, fuck it, I'm not doing that. I've never experienced this before, this is cool. It does hasten me along quite a bit, though. So, you know, I guess worth. I missed! Fuck. I am the worst at this. Fuck! Wrong way. Fuck! No, miss. Ow! This is playing havoc with my ability to dodge. Alright. Get stuck on that, please. Okay. God. Nice, we're getting good stuff out of it, though. Yeah, it's like only through that one specific passageway. Very interesting. My ship's gonna be in need of some repairs here. I don't... God, I hope this isn't a dead end. That'll be a bitch to travel back through there. It is a dead end. Shit. Well, that sucks. That actually really sucks. Because like that peacock wind that we experienced earlier seems intermittent. This kind of looks like it's persistent. Damn. Scent of wax. It inflames the appetite and renders your night sleepless. Damn, dude. That's not insignificant. And the fact that it's running completely counter to where I'm trying to go, that's really rough. It's a bad iteration of this. It's alright. That's why we have such a big hold and we're stocked up on resources to be able to weather trips like this. Is it coming from anywhere? I don't think so. It is kind of like downstream of the Regent's Tears, though. I wonder if they're related at all. Hey, look at that. So, that was a really good excursion. Did we pick up, what, 2? Yeah, Bronzewoods. Which we were gonna have to buy. And Bronzewood's expensive, so that saved me like 350 bucks. So we're gonna turn a nice tidy profit here. The deep wood. What are you? Nope. You're on my side. Please get out of my way. Nice, dude. Somebody's fucking up some bees out there. I like to see it. There's a lot of shit to do here. A respite from labor. Ask for wood for my hull. sounds good. Or I can reduce my insanity, my terror. Hmm. I could go to Magdalene's if I want to do the sanity. That's quite good. That saved me a lot of money. Well, let's drop off the stuff we need to drop off. Very nice. Do you have anything to sell? Caged catch. Those are expensive even on sale, so I'm going to buy them. And then... well, let's take the captain. Oh, report. Let's drop off the captain, I guess. His eyes are golden as the reflecting sunlight. His handshakes weak and his voice rasps. His periods of lucidity have been intermittent and fewer by the day. A reward, my medallions. He fumbles at his breast to unpin his stained medals. At last we will know. I should not be here. I should not have been kept from here. I love that, the duality. He walks slowly into the pale wood. The trees bow as he passes, as though to embrace him. Cool. I guess that's it. Damn, I was hoping to learn something else. But, you know, the money's nice. Let's level up right now because you never know, it could be something useful. This will give me a sky story, but I mean, sky stories are easy to come by, so I don't necessarily want that. What do I want? The next threshold for everything is like 45 for most pieces of equipment. So I guess I could work towards shoring up my weak skills. So like hearts and iron. Again, that would make me more well-rounded. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's do one or the other, and then with the other keep increasing the skills we actually care about. Let's do this one. Or do we do this one? Yeah, let's do this one. Hearts and Veils sounds good. Now, do I want to do any of this stuff? I can take an expedition, prepare for a lot. Yeah, let's do this. We haven't done this in a while. Risk more crew, but lower the chance of failure. Actually, I think I get... ah, fuck it, let's try it. I've lost 10 crew, new total 3. Now I'm gonna get some of these back. Hopefully all or most of them. Okay. Expeditions for otherworldly artifacts are easier than for Bronzewood. Occasionally, a quest will require you to choose a unique destination. Okay. Steward's Font. Or Bronzewood. This is a difficult expedition. Let's do this one first. I guess. On an expedition to the Steward's Font. Far and farther into the woods you must go. The scholars share individually what they note. Their transcriptions of the correspondence, what is that, differ significantly, and they refuse to work together on a single translation. Still, it should be enough to get to the general area of the font. It begins to pour. The gray sky is angry. Let's rest and recover our strength. You like to see 100%s. Your crib stay up late, swapping stories of old rulers and their various ends. Your sleep is dreamless as death. My terror has fallen. Nice. The ground gives way to a bog, gray and fetid as a newly slain corpse. It burps lazily. Okay. Clearly there's one route that's a better chance than the other here. Let's look for another route. Nice. The wood extends for miles, but so too does the bog, as though it were once a river or a moat. It's hours before you find a passable clearing, a glade of emerald hue. The discordance shivers beneath the boughs. Correspondence ignites wood that shrieks as though not meant to speak it. What? Wood burns and breaks. The passing is treacherous and slow. Eventually, however, you emerge. Cool. Enter the steward's font. That wasn't hard. A scythe of starlight. You scale down the wet rock face and into the cave. The cavern is not natural. The walls are covered with bronzewood and studded with Navarrete gemstones, driven in too deep to remove. Darn. Distant starlight from the cave mouth reflects off the stones, filling the cave with radiance. Silver seal the size of a crown and a curved crescent blade. Correspondence is scored on the blade's battered metal. So it must be some kind of writing, right? It's too large to move, but you record the sigils. Perhaps one of the scholars will be able to translate. You take the seal. Okay. I didn't lose any crew. Nice, dude. I don't know. Which of you should I talk to? You'll only be able to consult one scholar. They don't share their findings with rivals and guard their research jealously. Well, shit. Which one should I talk to? Okay, who would my character be most likely to talk to? Feckless Theologian. It's a divinity student with a dozen bad habits. And a firm conviction that St. John the Apostle slumbers in the Regent's grave. Vituperative classicist, the student of the ancient worlds armed with more scorn than a vengeful goddess, and a firm conviction that the Sumerian Queen of Heaven sleeps in the Regent's grave. Or the dismal paleographer. The forlorn student of medieval manuscripts believes that the Emperor Charlemagne lies in the Regent's grave. Let's do the dismal paleographer. Oh, hold on. Let's talk about his theory. Why do you think Charlemagne's here? It's a little strange, I admit. You certainly won't find this in Einhard. I don't know what that means. But there are legends that say the great king did not leave his people on death, and instead sleeps in a barrow waiting for their hour of need. His people? I don't forget that we're British. But is our queen not of German parentage? Would not her ancestor look out for her, Europe's greatest monarch, as she embarks on her most significant endeavor? That's a bit of a stretch. Granted, Charlemagne was Frankish, which is adjacent to Germanic. I mean, Frankish is a Germanic offshoot. But, you know, sure. I like this dude. Very, crazy. He grabs my notes eagerly. This is a gift for service. Carolingian kings gave gifts. Oh, shut up. Hey, what's this? I think this was given up as an office. Tamer of the King's Bower. But that's no position that I know of. It gave authority over the giggling place, located somewhere deep. Do you have a map? It would be easier. He scrawls markings onto my map. Take an expedition to the giggling place. Do I want to do that now? Probably be harder. I don't know. I don't need any of this stuff necessarily. Verdant seeds aren't that valuable, so I don't think it's worth the risk of something bad happening. Did I already look here? Yeah. Okay. I think we're just going to... Shit, right, we can't buy fuel here. So I need, what, 2 more bronze, or 3 more bronze wood. Okay, and then we're going straight for Port Avon to deliver it. And that's easy. Easy peasy. No bargains available. Okay. I'm happy with that. Feel like I should level up my skills a little bit more before I try another expedition. That's just straight up here. So who is the traitor? Is the traitor the regent? And what is correspondence? It's some kind of writing. Writing that can set things ablaze, apparently? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so this should be a nice profit here. Bronzewood sells for a lot. And then I don't think I've even seen a request for caged catches yet. So I'll probably just keep them in the bank. Like, I'm a little bit low on cash right now, but that's because I'm gathering a lot of stuff that I'm just hoarding in the bank for when I'm gonna need it. So I'm kind of gathering wealth. It's just not liquid right now. Mr. Menagerie is passing through. I don't care. I've got a good enough dude. Cheap fuel or terror reduction? I think terror reduction. Well, let's do the port report. Purchase a costume for geese. Right, that was the person at the circus wants me to buy something for them. All right. Here, have some gossip, locals. And I have a bunch of these, so I'll do this a couple times. And I will write a port report. I need to remember to bring tea here. Oh shit. Damn. Damn. Does that? Huh. Nice. Let's try this. Son of a bitch. I lose a crew. No. Just nothing. Dude. Yeah, okay. Losing additional welcome is fine. Souls. Right. Let's visit the allotments. I forget what this does. Uncanny specimens. That's good. That's they're not that easy to come by, I feel like. Let's do that a couple more times. Uncanny specimens are useful. Whoops. The dock. And we do this. And we go to the village green. And we do these. One. Oh, I can't do it indefinitely. Good to know. Just to reduce my stress a little bit. Sky story. Nice. Sit with eelfishers. What does this do again? Supplies. Not bad. Okay. Let us turn in these. Oh, $2.95. Very nice. And I think... Oh, I had somewhere to deliver bombazine. Now that would leave me... Oh, that gives me welcome too. That's really nice. And, oh, because I got extra supplies. Yeah, that would leave me... That's fine. I'm going to do this, and then I'll just head back to... what's it called? New Winchester. It's a short hop. Alright, so I'll stop at New Winchester, kind of reorganize all my stuff. I think there was something else there of note that I wanted to show you guys. Some new event. So we'll see that here. And here we are. The Tackities answer. London's invention of the Monitor-class locomotives has sparked alarm in the Reach. The actors value their privacy and don't want Her Majesty's watchdogs freely prowling their skies. Proportionate, appropriate response. The detectives have embarked on a project to develop new locomotives of their own. It's only a matter of time until the first ones are completed. This is taking place in Lustrum. They're desperate for donations of expertise or bronzewood. Yeah. Or bring munitions if I want to sabotage them. See, the thing is, like, from a story perspective, I would want to sabotage this, but from a gameplay perspective, I want to be facing stronger ships, I think, because they're going to have better rewards. So I'm just going to let that happen. Ooh, ambition, the stars are dying. Okay, my friend has disappeared, and a mysterious fire claimed her lodgings and research. By continuing her research, I might learn what happened. Inform the captains I'll be taking my friend's place. Put the cards on the table. Their faces darken as you recount your experiences in London. Intolerable. Of course we'll help. Understand that each of us only has a piece of the puzzle. Our mutual friend insisted upon it. Only she would have the whole. She and now you. We've each been pursuing a different strand of investigation. Now we'll share them with you. Perhaps you can help us pursue them. Alright. Further the Didact's research into the politics of suns. As we know, the suns, or more properly, judgments, are the regents and legislature of heaven. They establish the natural laws that govern existence. Oh, I did not know that. I must have glassed over that at some point. But they assist the kingdoms of heaven. The stars demonstrate social groupings. These have been classified into constellations and conjunctions. Cool. Constellations are small and local. Okay. Conjunctions are rather grander. There are only a handful of them, perhaps 3 to 4. It's possible they are confederacies or nations. To say more, I require more data. Observations on and relics of the heavens. Bring her 2 otherworldly artifacts and 2 visions of heavens. I definitely have those. Might as well do that. All sight of the suns is difficult. The judgments are vast, ancient, beings of incomprehensible complexity. Any investigation is also an act of translation, rendering their concerns and structures into analogies we can comprehend. There are 3 primary constellation or conjunctions. I'll be patient. The chrysanthemum conjunction are concerned with inception, with beginnings and newness. Their counterparts, the amaranthine conjunction, believe in culmination and bringing things to completion. And the nepentine conjunction advocates separation, distinction, isolation, the raising of barriers and the drawing of borders. They do not get on. Oh, each conjunction with the others. That's a kind of a contradictory one. That's like, you know, the anarchist society, right? We all here believe that we should all be separate. That's funny. Okay, he wishes to take his research further. Perhaps I can help. Agree to transport him on a research trip. I must consult a primary source, the Roll of Ash. There's a library in the Blue Kingdom at the Forge of Souls. I have not been to the Blue Kingdom yet. I'm unsure what exactly the Roll of Ash is or contains. I know that it's the work of the Courtesy. What's the Courtesy? Take the diact to the Forge of Souls and speak to the Lamentation of Mists. Okay. Talk to Meg about the fire that follows. The phrase was mentioned in the notes you retrieved from your friend's lodgings. Pretty sure it's a monster. A fire that's a monster. Did some asking around. If you want to know about a monster, ask another monster. I've been told it's a living flame and it burns blue. Sound familiar? You remember the description of the mysterious fire that consumed your friend's lodgings? Yeah, our friend was afraid of the fire. She was always a clever girl. Next on my list for chat is Mr. Menagerie. He's harmless enough for a bat-faced aberration, but he doesn't talk for cheap. 4 caged catches should help replenish his stock. Hey, I've got caged catches. Oh, I see. I can only do 1 at a time. What was I gonna say? That's why we're told where he's going at all times. So he's currently in Port Avon, so that's easy. Bummer that I picked up that other person. This is where you read all the instruction first, folks, so you know what you're getting yourself into. Anyway, assist the Baroness in her examination into how suns die. Okay. I've been looking into what it would take to kill a sun. We know two local suns have died, that of Albion and that of the Reach. Oh, our sun died? Is that the one where Tom's well is? Our dear staunch intelligencer and I were preparing an autopsy. She'd acquired a sample of, what would be the term, post-necrotic celestial tissue? Sun's blood? Anyway, a sample of that from the remains of Albion's sun. That leaves the Reach. More biscuits? But there is no sun's corpse in the Reach. I think I know where it ended up. Portsmouth House. I've put together some material that should help unstick them. Travel to the Royal Society, which I think is in the Albion sector, but we haven't been there yet. Okay. Aid the citizens' investigation into the courtesy. So what is the courtesy? Unfortunately, I haven't gotten very far. Is it a person, an organization, a process? I suspect it's actively concealed. We should try our luck at Pan. It's a place where many secrets come to roost, and people there are willing to discuss topics others fear to. I don't even know where that is. Oh, you know what? There is another region. There are 4 in total. So there's the Reach, there's Albion, there's the Blue Kingdom, and there's Eleutheria. Pen, I think, is an Eleutheria, which I haven't even touched yet. I haven't touched the Blue Kingdom either. Okay, so we've got things to do. A lot of things. But so the stars are entities. They're sentient, sapient entities. And they have politics, because of course they would. And kingdoms. And compacts. And they can apparently be killed. But presumably by each other, right? That would be the most likely scenario. Okay. Bald sound of commotion. Psalmists. An ecumenical dust-up. Gleaming churches. Profane and grubby little corner. A group of yellow-collared vicars are trying to make themselves heard above the furious yelling of a gaunt priest. The psalmists seem to be getting into an unholy row with the new sequencers. As you approach, psalmists pour from their ramshackle church and charge. I don't care. They have rewarded me evil for good. This again. One of the constables pinches the bridge of her nose. We're shutting your church down effective immediately. You've been nothing but trouble since you arrived. What? I've been asked to ferry the 13th psalmists to the White Well in the Blue Kingdom. I kneel before you twice scorned, once by my former congregation, and now again by the prejudiced machinations of this city. Please take us aboard your train. I don't know. I don't know anything about these dudes. Oh, but the new sequencers are the guys in charge of the sun, the Clockwork Sun, which, by all accounts, they're certifiably insane. But I kind of want to align myself with them, just because I haven't done that. So, damn, I should have aligned myself with the new sequencers. Nah, dude, that's... Okay, so I can come back later if I want to.